said, we will remember and welcome everybody into the team, as well as let everyone know what everyone's done. And tomorrow's the last day of the period, remember, folks? So it's really important that you don't just you don't just look at your own figures, but you look at everyone else's. But let's have a wee look at Mr. Busy here. And this is goals, Kleeneze style. Because you see, Kleeneze is very, very clever. They show us the way to start achieving what it is. And at the same time as building our business, it doesn't just build our business, it builds theirs too. But why would we set goals in the first place? Well, nice and simple. It gives us long-term vision and short-term motivation. And short-term motivation is generally what we're looking for, because the long-term vision will give us that in reverse. If we know why we're going somewhere, we'll know why we keep doing it. I always remember many, many years ago, I said at a meeting that you need a reason why, so that you know when you're putting your coat on and it's battering rain and hailstones and snowing, why you're still going out there. And it's true. So setting the goals helps us focus our knowledge, and it helps us organise our time and the resources we have. Because if the goal's important, then we will want to organise ourselves. If what you're trying to achieve isn't important, then you won't organise yourself. You'll find something else to do that will fill that time rather than the things that you need to be doing. And it gives you a bit of control, because most of us want some segment of control in our life. We want to be able to see where we're going to go and how we're going to get there. We want to think of what we want to do. So, you know, in that respect, that's something it does. So let's look at the Kleeneze style goals, but give them just a wee twist. And what is the first step for a brand new person, like Claire? Very, very simple. Now, Kleeneze will tell you what their steps are and you get new catalogues. Well, I'm changing it a wee bit, because you see, we don't want you just to get catalogues. We want you to make some money. I've said that in the first couple of weeks, in the first 14 days, collect orders of 160 bonus points. Now, that's the very minimum. There are people that you heard Lynn speak about who have done their bonus in a 4-week period, purely online, absolutely nothing else, and got 2 children. But the other thing is, we all join Kleeneze to make money, regardless of what that money was for, whether it was for holidays, living, or replacing an income. It doesn't matter, it's still money. So if you're not going to collect orders, you're not going to make yourself money. That's why it's important. The reason I said I stretched it to 14 days is quite simple. It allows you time, everybody time, to get organised. It does take you a day to get up and running, and then you have to join enough groups, depending on how prolific you are on Facebook at the moment, but you've probably not got enough groups that you're going to make a big impact. And of course, you want to make sure that you've got a Facebook footprint, and you build that up quite gradually. So one of the first ways that you can get that 160 bonus points really quickly is doing an online party. Now, that's a separate training in itself, and if you ask the person who introduced you, they'll be more than happy to guide you on those lines. But an online party has lots of good points. One, it lets you ask all of the people that you know that you want to come to that party. And always remember, if you were having a party in the house, you always ask 3 times as many people as you wanted there. It's just the same online. So it means that you have to ask 3 times as many people, but that's all the people that you know well that you'll ask to that online party. It lets you tell them what you're doing. It lets you invite them onto your online shop. So there's lots of pluses there. Once you put in those 160 bonus points, you get 50 free catalogues. Now at this point, we suggest that you buy 50 catalogues as well. Kleeneze works best if you can combine both. If you can't, fine. However, if you can, it's really, really worthwhile. Because whatever you get online, if you do the same with catalogues, you've got double money. And that's always good. But in the next 14 days, you want to get yourself, you're up and running, and you're now starting to get a bit of momentum. And you're looking for another 490 bonus points in those next 14 days. That's £588. And that will give you another £106 in profit. Because you see, we don't want you just to get the catalogues, but you'll get another 100 free catalogues. And this is where the catalogue side of things becomes much easier. And some of you will be saying, how on earth can it be easier if I've now got 200 catalogues? Because it's easier to work with more rather than less. Yes, there'll be an optimum level, but it is much easier and much better results working with 200 catalogues than purely 100. And certainly don't work with just 50. So to begin with, though, remember, when you first start and you start with the online kit, you might only have 5 catalogues and you're wanting a plan. Well, here you are. On a Monday, you put them out for the first time and you pick them up on a Tuesday because you've only got 5 catalogues. You don't want to keep them too long. You want them given out to people who you'll see tomorrow, maybe at the school gate, at the nursery, at toddlers. If you're in work, then you'll see the people. So that's the type of audience you're looking for. Again, on Tuesday, you're going to put them back out again, bringing them back in Wednesday, out on Wednesday, in on Thursday, back out on Thursday, and back in on Friday. And I've given you the weekend off, but there's no reason why. If you wish, you can keep going, because on a Saturday and Sunday, you may well see people that you don't normally see during the week. So it's an ideal time to hand out that catalogue to those people. And fitting in your online posting, we recommend that you do it spread over the day so that Facebook don't suddenly view you as having unaccustomed activity and pop you in Facebook jail. So you want to get yourself maybe a few posts in the morning, again at lunchtime on a break, and again in the evening. Now, this plan isn't set in stone, however, it's just a wee guide to let you see how you can work it. And for the first 2 weeks, I should say, this plan will work very well for you. But after 2 weeks, you've got your first 50 catalogues and you've got another 50, so you've now got 100 books. Well, you've got 105. And again, you're keeping your posting going. It's starting to become a habit, so it's becoming much simpler for you. It's much easier. It's much quicker. You're getting into the way of things. And now you can add in that catalogue retailing. And instead of popping them out every day, 80 catalogues, put through letterboxes, will take you less than an hour. Picking them back up again usually takes about half an hour longer because you want to, again, maybe knock a door and find out if the book's there. So you put them out on a Wednesday for the first time. Gosh, what an odd day for me to start, but never mind. I must have had a reason. So you're going to put your catalogues out on Wednesday for the first time and pick them up on Friday. You won't get all of your catalogues when you first go, so you can put them back out again on the Friday afternoon. This time you might only have 80. collect them back in the Monday, put them back out on the Monday afternoon, remembering to pick up your stragglers. Now, if you are brand new, I'm using language that you might not understand, but the person who has introduced you will understand it. And if they're brand new, the person who introduced them will have a huge understanding and be able to help you without any difficulty. I've even got on here when you can input your order. At the moment, the orders come 48 hours later, and we can input our order right up until 9:15 in the evening to get it 48 hours later. So that is really a huge bonus. And of course, then we'll make up our order. It will come that we'll get it in 24 hours. As I said, this is a goal setting training, but all I'm showing you is how you get that goal that I'm suggesting you do. So in the following 28 days, do exactly the same, and you collect another 100 free catalogues. There are other alternatives to those free catalogues. However, again, that's a discussion to have. Excuse me, I'm trying not to cough. That's a discussion to have with the person that knows best how it will suit you. Maybe buy another 50 catalogues to top up the ones that get lost, because they do get lost, and keep repeating the cycle. And your new person, or the new person, is making money. At this level here, you're making between 190 and 200 pounds every 4 weeks. Now, if that's not enough, then we can show you how you can get more. But remember, you're doing this with catalogues and online. So it will be more than 650 bonus points. You have been posting daily for 4 weeks now, so you've got the compound effect as well. It is more than that. But so what's next? Well, we've gone back. You've set up your online shop. You're up and running really, really well. You've asked your friends to join it. You've told them what you're doing. You've invited them to your online party. So one step further, because I'm recapping, is maybe when you send the invite to the online party or you invite them to your shop, you give them the link that Lynn makes available is makemoneyfromfacebookinfo.com, which shows them what the business is all about. Some of them will watch it, some of them won't, but some of them will, and some of them will be interested. The next goal that Kleeneze very cleverly put into the system is the ABC: activate, build, and collect. And that's what your welcome goals are taking you towards. But what do we do to qualify for ABC? It's nice and simple. From period 1, and remember, on Friday we're going into period 3, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means that you have to do more, a wee bit quicker, depending on what you're looking for. From period 1 to 4, sponsor a person into your business. Show that person how to collect and pay for 500 bonus points of Kleeneze product during that period 1 to 5, periods 1 to 5. 500 bonus points is, I'll just tell you, £600. I just wanted to check it. £600 of orders. That's all they've got to do. And what's in it for you? Well, you collect £50. And every time that person does another £600 of orders, you get another £50. Provided, of course, it's in periods 1 to 5. The competition or the achievement finishes, the qualification finishes. At the end of period 4, you have to have the person in by period 4, but they allow period 5 as well to ensure that they qualify for it. So for everybody you get into your business who you teach how to do £600 of orders, you're going to get £50. Now, if your new person thinks, well, right, okay, but what's in it for me? That's what's in it for you. All you do is teach them how to do what you've done. Nice and simple, because that's what we are. It's a network marketing company, and that's what the business is all about. You'll need a weekly planner. All of this doesn't just happen. It's so easy just to put it down in paper. We do keep things in our head, but sometimes we've got more important things to put in our head. So why clutter it all up with all the important things, but can quite simply go down on a planner? All the things that you need to fit in around your already busy life. Because you see, when we joined Kleeneze, we joined, yes, for the money, but also we both led very busy working lives. Jim worked 60 hours one week, 72 the next, and I don't know how many hours I worked. I usually worked before Kleeneze. I generally left the house at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I got home between 7 and 8:30 at night. So yeah, I probably worked 60 hours as well. I cut it back when I started Kleeneze and was always home on my cataloguing nights at 6 o'clock. So, you know, everybody's busy, and we joined to make our life less busy, but it doesn't happen overnight. It becomes busier at the beginning, so you need a weekly planner. You do need a weekly planner. Again, as well, if you're introducing people into the business, look after what you're doing, you know, track what you're doing, how many catalogues you're going in and out, what you're doing online. Are you on target? Do you want to do more? If you want to bring people into your business, how many people are you talking to? How many people did you want to talk to? But again, this is a goal setting training. I won't train on that, but be aware it's there, and it's there to help you. And it also helps the person who introduced you, because if you sit down with that person or do a Zoom call, for example, where you can both have a look at the planner, then although you think that you're working efficiently, there's sometimes a wee bit of juggling that we can help you with, and it'll work really nicely. The next Kleeneze Go was Go 18, which was introduced at the January conference. And really it's a nice stepping stone from your welcome rewards to your ABC to your Go 18. So what do you have to do? Well, you just keep repeating what we've already talked about, and you hit 18% for the very first time. Now, 18%, and I'm sure somebody will correct me, but I should have, and I hate doing this without checking, just to be sure.
300 bonus points.
Sorry?
3,200 bonus points.
3,400 bonus points.
I thought it was 3,200, sorry.
No, 3,400 bonus points, which is just over £4,000. And you want to do that between periods 1 this year and period 13. So although you're getting £50 for every person that you bring into your business between period 1 and 4, and the qualification continues during period 5, you keep doing it. You're not going to get the £50, but you're going to see a big difference in your income. Because if you're turning over, if you and your team are turning over £4,080 every 4 weeks, instead of having a bonus check of on your own and doing roughly, well, 650 bonus points, which is £780, between doing that, where your bonus check is only £46, if you've got some people doing what you're doing, your bonus check has jumped to around £400, depending on the level of retail that you're all doing. But we teach you how to do £1,000 of retail minimum every single period. So based on that, you're still your check's 10 times more than it was when there was only you. So when I say here, hold the level for a minimum of 6 periods, that's the level of 18%. I don't mean you should sit there and say, no, I'm not doing any more than £4,000 because I've got to hold that level. No, don't go below £4,080. But keep growing, just keep doing what you're doing and show other people how to do what you're doing. For the Go 18 though, you want to have a minimum of 5 people sponsored into your business who each do a minimum of 5, that magical figure of 500 bonus points, which is £600. And they have to pay for the products, which is really, really important. What's the benefit for you though? What's in it for you? Well, the bonus here is, yes, you will have an increased bonus check, as I've already said, 10 times more than you were already getting, but you'll also qualify for a luxury stay in a UK hotel with the Kleeneze seminar and an evening dinner with entertainment thrown in, which is generally what we do at the gala dinner. So I can put a cost in that. If there's only one of you, it's £20 for your conference, and it's £60 for the gala dinner. Well worth it. That is excellent entertainment. But there's also a live band for most of the night and a disco. And it's a great laugh. It really, really is. It's a wonderful time. So there's £80. But if there's 2 people in the distributorship, there's £160. That's excluding your hotel. And they'll put you in something like the Hyatt or the Malmaison, somewhere like that, where it is luxury. So there's another couple of £100 for you, because it'll be good. So it is well worth looking, but it's well worth anyway, from my point of view, because your monthly income is increased. So at 18%, here you are already here, at 18%, you're already turning over for £4,000 minimum every 4 weeks. And as I said, just keep repeating what you've done and teach just one of your new people how to do what you were doing. Gold, you see, and I should have changed this, sorry David, gold is £9,000. 7,500 bonus points. Now, when you get to that level, what is in it for you? Well, if you continue to hold or grow your gold level for 6 consecutive periods, you qualify for 10 maiden book packs. Now, if you're sitting there saying, what on earth am I going to do with 500 catalogues? Well, remember, you've got a team. Give your team some catalogue packs. They go out, they make money, and your turnover increases. It's a win-win situation. It's a great idea. It's a good incentive. But continue to hold or grow from gold for a total of the 10 out of 13 periods, including the one that you qualified in. You get a cash bonus of £1,500. That's over and above the fact that you will be earning anything, depending on how your retail is structured and whether or not other people in your group are bringing people in. Depending on how it's structured, you will earn anything from £1,000 up to in the region of to £1,400. When we were at gold distributor level and we wanted to qualify for a conference, we wanted to make sure we got there. So, as well as bringing people in who we weren't sure if they would get the first order through in time, because remember, you want that first order to be of benefit to the new person, not just you. We didn't know if everybody that we had introduced that month would put an order through. So we did extra retail. We had just over £1,800 in income that period, as well as qualifying for 4 days in Monte Carlo. So you see, it is well worthwhile. Well worthwhile. Now what's next? You just keep repeating. It's a really, really simple business. It's the human element that often complicates it. But it is so simple. And sometimes when you say this to people, and they've been in the business a wee while, they don't wholly believe you. But that's because, as a human being, we've just complicated our life. Strip it back to the basics and show people how to make extra income. The next level after bronze, where you get the best jump in income, after gold, is at bronze level, where you've got 2 people qualifying at gold in your business, because you get a 2.5% bonus of their business. Now, the average gold business, they turn over £10,000. 2.5% of £20,000, as I'm sure everybody will tell me, is, and I'm just checking, £500. So your income's going to increase by another £500.
No, so you've also got another 2% executive bonus, so your income will increase by 900.
Sorry. Yes. I knew there was something wrong there.
I could tell you were hesitating, your brain froze.
I thought, ooh, I can't remember, this is not right. So your income's increased by £900. What if you're earning £1,200 at gold level and you get a 900? How many jobs in Scotland? Because I was speaking to a chap down in Manchester who was horrified to discover that an awful lot of people in Scotland earn less than £8 an hour. And unfortunately, there are more and more service industry jobs that are paying that. So they will never earn just over £2,000 in a 4-week period. Never. So it's worth it. It is well worth it to keep that business growing, and all you're doing is showing one more person every week or every month how to do what you're doing. If you qualify at bronze, silver or gold for the first time and hold that position for a total of 10 periods out of 18 periods, you will get either a mini or £10,000 in cash. Now, what I will say is, you think, well, what if I'm the only person, or what if I'm one of 10 that qualifies in that period? I don't think Kleeneze cap it, and perhaps Lynn would qualify that for me. Agree that with me?
What do you mean? If there was 10 people by winning, they would still get it? Yeah.
Yes.
And so there is people who get it.
Yeah, there's no cap. So never be afraid that if you hit it in one period and somebody else has done the same, there's going to be a wee, well, who do we give it to? No, you both get it. So if it gets to that stage, just keep going, just keep earning money, and just follow the Kleeneze style goals. But remember, it all starts with you helping one person to qualify for free catalogues. And you qualify for the free catalogues yourself if you're brand new. And that's me all done. Thank you very much. Are you going to? That's great. Okie-doke. Are you taking it back, Lynn?
Unmute me. Sorry, I was talking to myself there and you couldn't hear me. I'm not sure if I'm able to take it back, but I don't think it matters. As long as I've got my recording done, I can stop my recording. That's all that matters. We like to get it recorded for the group.